On the world map, there are blank space regions humans have yet to fill. A sea wrapped in wind and salt. The Mediterranean. Not the one in textbooks, but the one of lost empires and buried secrets. "8,500 years ago, hunters paddled from Sicily to Malta. Minoans traded pots and script. Phoenicians sailed by stars, spreading the first alphabet. The Greeks built cities. Rome took it all, Mare Nostrum. But the truth lies beneath. A shipwreck near Sicily, 2,500 years old. A sunken hull off Turkey. Hundreds of bowls, still whole. What if the sea vanished? What shattered Europe's first civilizations? What stories sleep in ruined ships? This is where our journey truly begins. If this journey speaks to you, like, share, and subscribe to see what's next. Not everything the Mediterranean hides is beneath the waves. Some legends float. Northward, where the Adriatic kisses the land, rises Venice, a city born from exile, ruled by water and veiled in power. How did it command an empire without ever marching an army? The impossible city. They said it couldn't be done. A city built not on land, but on water, mud, and faith. But here it stands. Rising from the mist like a hallucination, Venice should never have existed. And yet, for over 1,500 years, it has endured not by force, but by defiance. Close your eyes and imagine the 5th century. The Roman Empire is crumbling. Barbarians sweep down from the north, burning towns, crushing armies. Families flee not inland, but outward, into the lagoon, where the land melts into sea. What kind of desperation drives people to build homes on waterlogged sandbars? To hammer wooden stakes into mud, then balance stone upon stone until the impossible becomes permanent? The answer isn't survival. It's audacity. They didn't just hide. They built. Not tents, but churches. Not huts, but towers. For instance, the Rialto Bridge, an iconic symbol, replaced earlier wooden versions, showcasing their continuous ambition. By the 9th century, Venice had a government, a fleet, a dream. And from that marsh, they conjured a republic that would one day rival kings and emperors, all without a single road. The Venetian Republic, or La Serenissima, flourished as a major maritime power, controlling vast trade routes across the Mediterranean and beyond for over a millennium. The city was never planned. It was improvised, canal by canal, bridge by bridge, like a musical composition written in real time with salt on the air and risk in every note. But how do you build a basilica on a swamp? The answer lies below in millions of wooden piles, driven deep into clay, each one holding up palaces that gleam with marble, that dance in the water's reflection. Consider the Basilica di San Marco. Its immense weight is supported by an estimated 100,000 wooden piles, primarily larch and oak, driven into the firm clay beneath the loose mud. This city doesn't stand on land. It stands on memory, on myth, on will. They call it La Serenissima, the most serene republic. But there is nothing serene about defying nature. Venice regularly faces acqua alta, or high water, with the city experiencing significant floods. Despite modern challenges like climate change and subsidence, the ongoing Mose Barrier project is a testament to their continued fight against the elements. Every sunrise here is a quiet rebellion. Every stone a dare. Venice should have sunk centuries ago. Instead, it rose. Not just a city, but a mirror, reflecting what humans can do when the world says, "You cannot." republic of secrets. Power wears many faces. In Venice, it wore a mask and made love to the world while breaking its heart. This was no empire built by conquest. No coronation of kings or thunder of hooves. Venice did not raise its flag through blood, it did it through silence. Calculation, and the intoxicating hum of gold, changing hands like whispered promises. Walk into the Doge's palace today, and you'll feel it not just splendor, but control wrapped in silk and moonlight. This is where power dressed in velvet, where the Doge wore his ceremonial cap like a crown of thorns, but ruled only as much as he was allowed a beautiful prisoner in a cage of gold. In the Sala del Maggior Consiglio, sunlight pours across Tintoretto's massive painting, Paradise 1,000 Souls, watching with eyes that burn like stars in a lover's dream. Just like the 1,000 nobles who once voted here, all equal, all anonymous, all dancing the same dangerous waltz of ambition. This hall, capable of holding over 2,000 members, was where the Great Council, the supreme governing body, elected the Doge and passed laws. Embodying the collective power of the Venetian aristocracy. But behind this hall of glory lies something darker, a small, unmarked door. Step through it, and the air tightens like a lover's breath on your neck. This is the path to the chambers of the Council of Ten, where decisions were whispered, not declared. Where fates were sealed with kisses that tasted of poison. No names, only verdicts. only hearts that stop beating in the dark. Cross the Bridge of Sighs, and you're in the prisons of the Piombi, where those silenced by the state were kept under lead roofs. The ceilings wept in summer like abandoned lovers. Prisoners melted in their silence, their dreams turning to water, their hopes to salt. They say Casanova escaped from here, the great lover who seduced even stone and iron, but most never left. Their ghosts still whisper love letters to the wind. Giacomo Casanova's legendary escape in 1756 from the Piombi, a prison infamous for its harsh conditions beneath the lead roofs of the Doge's palace. Cemented its place in popular lore as a symbol of both Venetian oppression and defiance. Venice trusted no one, not even the Doge. After his death, his private documents were seized like love letters stolen from a dead poet's heart. His family exiled if suspicion arose, banished from paradise for the sin of knowing too much. Even the Basilica di San Marco, glowing with gold and mosaic saints, was more than a church. It was a vault. A display case for power stolen and polished until it shone like a courtesan's smile. The horses above the entrance, looted from Constantinople. Their eyes watched the crowds with the patient hunger of immortal lovers. Their hooves never moved, but their presence was a warning, a promise whispered in bronze and time. The triumphal quadriga, the 4 bronze horses above the main entrance of St. Mark's Basilica, were indeed brought to Venice as spoils of war after the sack of Constantinople in 1204. Symbolizing Venice's dominance as a maritime power and its role in the Fourth Crusade. In the shadows of Campo San Polo, merchants once struck deals that could shift entire economies. Their handshakes sealing fates like wedding vows. In Rialto Market, ships from Syria unloaded cinnamon and silk, their origins forgotten, their value remembered like the scent of a lover's skin. Power moved in gondolas, not chariots. It floated through canals like music, like sighs, like secrets shared between pillows. And always the mask. Not just during Carnivale, but every day. Every moment was a masquerade. Every breath, a performance. Venetians wore masks in court, in confession, even in the casino. Identity was a luxury, not a right. Love was anonymous. Danger was beautiful. And truth was the most dangerous seduction of all. Laws were even enacted to regulate mask wearing, demonstrating how deeply ingrained this practice was in daily life, allowing for anonymity in various social and political settings, from illicit gambling to secret assignations. Venice became the safest city in Europe because everyone was watching and no one was trusted. It was a city of voyeurs and exhibitionists, all playing the same deadly game of desire. Yet from this dense web of rules and surveillance, something miraculous emerged. Art, born from tension like a pearl from pain. Not in spite of control, but because of it. Beauty bloomed in the darkness like night-blooming jasmine. In the Scuola Grande di San Rocco, Tintoretto painted 60 scenes of the New Testament, some in just days. His brush moving like a lover's fingers across skin. But look closer. His Jesus bleeds in alleys that feel like Venice. His Judas doesn't scream, he smirks with the knowing smile of a Venetian. Tintoretto's monumental cycle in the Scuola Grande di San Rocco, completed over 20 years, 1,564, 1,587, is a testament to his prodigious output and deep understanding of Venetian light and shadow, often incorporating contemporary Venetian elements into his biblical narratives. This was Venice's genius. Beauty wrapped in tension. Revelation concealed in routine. Seduction disguised as salvation. Even the music of Vivaldi, played in Chiesa della Pietà, echoed through orphan girls hidden behind screens, heard but never seen. Like angels singing behind veils, their voices pure as heartbreak. Venice did not want to be loved. It wanted to be obeyed, envied, remembered. It wanted to be the beautiful nightmare you could never forget. And it was. For 1,000 years, no foreign army ruled its canals. No king sat on its throne. For a millennium, it danced alone, perfect and untouchable. Until Napoleon came. And when he did, he didn't conquer a city. He silenced a voice. He broke the heart of the world. But Venice is never truly silent. Its masks still hang in windows like memories of forbidden kisses. Its shadows still shift with the tide like lovers meeting in secret. And if you listen closely, beneath the splash of oars and the shuffle of tourists, you'll hear it, a whisper, a secret, a republic that never truly left. A ghost that still knows how to seduce. A dream that refuses to wake up. City of reflection. Venice doesn't speak, it reflects. And its mirror might shatter your heart. Here, the world doubles in water and light. Palazzi trembling upside down in the Grand Canal, more radiant than reality, more truthful than truth. Domes ripple with each gondola's sigh, prayers dissolving into waves that never reach the divine. Sunlight skims stone, returning as memory, as if Venice yearns for its own lost youth. No city turns silence into meaning like this. Water into a mirror that holds your deepest desires and darkest, fears the self you buried before the world taught you to hide. Piazza San Marco waits at dawn. A stage where you're both actor and audience in a cathedral of dreams. The basilica's mosaics blaze. Heaven pausing to admire its own reflection, while the square listens to pigeons, to footsteps. To the unspoken questions of every soul who stood here, wondering if they're worthy. The gilded mosaics of St. Mark's Basilica, covering over 8,000 square meters, tell biblical stories with shimmering gold leaf, an intricate glass tesserae, a testament to centuries of Byzantine and Venetian artistry. Teatro La Fenice. The phoenix rises from ashes again and again. Singing through its scars. Chandeliers weep crystal for dreams cut short. Operas bleeding raw human truths. Here, masked lovers bared their hearts. Enemies found hatred was love in disguise, and areas carried secrets that could break you if you heard their final note. The La Venice Opera House has been rebuilt 3 times after devastating fires. Most recently, in 2003, truly earning its name, the Phoenix, and embodying Venice's resilience in the face of destruction. By a quiet canal, the Peggy Guggenheim collection waits, its garden hushed like a widow's vigil. Its art Pollock, Dali, Magritte whispering modern truths within ancient walls. Venice holds them, unjudging. Knowing art is just another wound, another language for what words fail to say. Housed in the Palazzo Venier dei Leoni, Peggy Guggenheim's former home, this collection presents a seminal array of European and American modernist art from the first half of the 20th century a starkly modern contrast within an ancient city. In Campo Santa Maria Formosa, laundry sways like flags of unspoken love. Bells toll for time itself, for mothers, lovers, the sacred ordinary. Venice isn't sights, it's moods. A city that reads your heart like a forbidden book. You don't visit, you're absorbed, seduced, unsure who's claiming whom. Everything drifts, boats, fog, time, ghosts of those who love too fiercely. The past glides, wind through water, changing you. Santa Maria dei Miracoli glows, marble soft as moonlight, quiet as if you're drowning in beauty, gasping in a city that steals your breath. The Church of Santa Maria dei Miracoli, a small yet exquisitely detailed Renaissance church, is celebrated for its polychrome marble cladding and intricate architectural details, giving it a jewel box quality that feels almost ethereal. Are you walking streets or sailing a dream? A tourist or a pilgrim chasing the unnameable? Venice watches, seeing through your masks to the forgotten self. It doesn't answer, it reflects. Showing truths so beautiful, so terrible, you turn away. but you always look back. Venice doesn't show you a city, it shows you yourself. Daring you to love the reflection, to embrace the mystery that lingers like a secret whispered in the dark. Sinking, yet eternal. Venice is dying, they say, and like a lover slipping away, it breaks our hearts with unbearable beauty. Each tide creeps higher, a jealous embrace clutching at the city's soul. Sirens wail through shadowed alleys, not for fire, but for water. A mournful cry for a city surrendering to its own elegy. Acqua alta, or high water events, have become more frequent and severe, with the city experiencing historical floods. Notably in November 2019, when water levels reached 1.87 meters, over 6 feet, the highest in over 50 years. Drowning memories, washing away the echoes of lovers' footsteps on ancient stone. Locals tread in boots, feet hovering above the flood, as if unwilling to touch a fading dream. Shopkeepers lift shelves like parents shielding children from loss. Children laugh, until water grazes memory, until they learn even paradise can vanish. Along Fondamenta dei Mori, past stone lions and shuttered windows, ghosts of merchants linger where gold once glittered. Now replaced by tourists chasing fleeting snapshots. How long until this is Atlantis? Until Venice is only a story whispered to the sea? Yet Venice resists, defiant as a lover refusing to close their eyes. The Mose barrier rises, a steel myth against the inevitable, a desperate vow to hold back time. The Mose, Modulo Sperimentale Elettromeccanico, barrier system, a complex network of mobile gates, was designed and is now operational. Successfully protecting the lagoon from high tides. However, its effectiveness and long-term impact on the lagoon's ecosystem are still subjects of ongoing debate and observation. Tourists flock, sipping wine by the Zattere, posing on Rialto, clutching masks that no longer hide secrets. They love Venice like a fading photograph, perfect. Frozen, already lost. But the true Venice flickers. In a gondolier's soft hum, in a warped door's creak, in a dusk-lit campo where water breathes. It lives in old women's eyes, bright with the city's youth. In glassblower's hands, weaving magic. In children's voices, unaware that beauty can die. Venice is not stone or glass, it's longing. The ache of hearts broken by too much beauty. The tears of lovers swearing to return. The dreams of artists painting light on water. Longing drifts, like a half-remembered kiss, like music fading into mist. Venice is no city, it's a wound. The pain of loving what cannot last, of clutching so tightly your heart bleeds. Knowing release is the only way to keep it. As domes glow under a blood-orange sky, the waves whisper. If Venice sinks, does it vanish? Or does it live on in a lover's smile, in light on water, in the ache of a heart that loved too deeply?